a monogamous relationship.
But there was some, some going on, texting other women. Yes, I went through the phone.
You went through his phone, and what did you see exactly?
The shit that I see, Carlos, it's crazy.
What's up everybody and welcome back to another episode. Please like the video and subscribe. Our target is only 1,000 likes. So Chad Johnson aka Ocho Cinco had a somber moment when Sharelle Rosado brought up relationships on their Nightcap podcast recent episode following his recent split up with fiancée Sharelle Rosado. This of course is after Sharelle confirmed the breakup, saying on Saturday on X that Johnson is a free man. The former NFL receiver said he was triggered by Shannon Sharpe, who brought up relationships while doing a recap on Week 8 slate of NFL games. Shannon Sharpe admittedly read the room and took a step back. He said he could relate to the situation Johnson is in. It's still unclear why the two, who share a 2-year-old daughter, Serenity, decided to break up. We all know Rosado confirmed the split with Johnson after she was tagged in a bunch of posts on social media.
My biggest fear is being codependent on a man. And that's why I'm going to therapy, because me growing up in the military, I was in the 82nd Airborne Division. It was predominantly males. I had to fight harder just to get promoted. It's hard to transition out of that, take a seat back. You don't have to fight every battle. It's okay to step back and be a woman. And that's what I'm going through right now.
My girl's going through some things that we got to talk about. I'm talking about Sharelle Rosado.
Thank you, Carlos.
When you announced that you two weren't together, it was a shock to all of us.
I was just fed up. I'm like, okay, you want to run and play with me? I'm about to let everybody make happy ass.
You know, a thirsty girl mentioned something along the lines of she wanted Chad, and you
I'm about to slide in them DMs. See, be careful, because you might catch something.
But when you and Chad were together, it was a monogamous relationship.
But there was some, some going on, texting other women. Yes, I went through the phone.
You went through his phone, and what did you see exactly?
The shit that I see, Carlos, it's crazy.
When you discovered he was entertaining other women, were you two not in the best place in the relationship at the time? I'm pretty sure sex wasn't the issue, right?
We got to a point where we stopped taking time out for ourselves and just focusing on trying to get to a bag.
He is somebody who obviously is used to women throwing themselves at him.
And they be throwing them. They be throwing themselves. It's hard.
When you guys were in a great place in a relationship, would you see that women were in his DMs? Would he show it to you?
But what are other DMs that you did respond to?
When it comes to you, was cheating the deal breaker for you, or was that just the final straw and you guys had other issues that sort of led up to that?
So I think the main thing was,
What do you have to say to women and people on social media who's like, girl, we told you, you defended that man. We try to tell you he's a cheater, pumpkin eater.
Some people I snap back on are the ones, well, you cheated on your ex-husband for him.
You cheated on your son's father with Chad.
Yes.
You stepped outside of the relationship.
I finally had enough.
Did Chad approach you knowing you were in this relationship?
I approached Chad.
You know what it's like to step outside of the relationship and cheat. Why is it hard for you to forgive him and work on the relationship and stay in it?
It's not about, I feel like.
Would you like to work things out with him?
Let me see what's out there. No, let me
Is it tough co-parenting with him?
Oh, Carlos, that's why you want to come on this damn podcast.
Oh, listen.
Ooh.
But that's not the type of woman that when you are the man at home, I don't know who all are familiar with what happens with Ocho Cinco, but one day his wife called him, his fiancée called him and say, I'm out here on this Don Julio, I'll be home in a little bit, get it ready. That is the greatest role reverse I ever saw in my life.
Wow.
If a bitch call me and say she out on Don Julio, I'm gonna say, well, stay out there, bitch.
Exactly.
I done already fucked. I'm going to sleep.
And not only that, to me, it doesn't even sound that sexy, because it's like she's basically saying, I'm on that. Like, now I'll come and give it to you.
Right, after I'm
Like,
through
she
in the
gotta be-
streets.
And-
This your woman telling you
Wait,
this.
and she gotta be
After I'm
drunk.
through in the streets, what she say? D?
And she got to be drunk.
She got to be drunk.
That's what it sounded like to me. Like, she's like, yeah, I'm on this Don Julio. Like,
Is it
now
bad if your woman got to be drunk when she sleep with you?
No, but I'm just saying that sounds funny. It wasn't that when the way you said it, it just made it sound
If
like
you didn't get drunk with me, you in violation. You can't come home drunk to me and What did they say a time? I don't know if they said a time, but I'm saying anyway. The brother Chad Ochocinco said, "I act like I was asleep when she got home."
Oh, wow.
Yeah, buddy. That's wild.
God.
Well, I mean, Chad, the good thing is you still got bread. You're a cool guy.
He is, ain't he?
Dude, I cheer for Ochocinco.
I cheer for Ochocinco too. I'm not talking shit about him. I'm talking shit about this situation.
And I like them together. Like I like.
Wow, what could you like when you see that woman take advantage of this man?
Not now. I'm not talking about now. I'm talking about with what I actually saw, like him talking about it, not her. When I would see him talk to on that Shannon Sharp show that they have together, that late night one.
Yeah.
I kind of liked how he would bring her involved. You know, he would bring her in and talk about her a lot. And it seemed like they were happy is all I'm saying. It didn't seem, what I'm seeing now, I was like, ooh, I didn't know all that was happening.
So you say it seemed like they happy?
It seemed at the time they were. Like every time he would do that.
Do
like
you think if a man bring his woman to a podcast and all of a sudden his woman is talking on the podcast, that's a sign of happiness?
I didn't say that. I said
that's a sign.
No. He didn't have her on the pod. He was always referring to her. When he would talk about a story, it's like they were just involved. It sounded all right.
I
like
saw her on the podcast one day.
No, I'm not. On theirs. Oh, I never seen that. See, I'm talking.
She was
about,
off to the side.
Oh, when he refers about her, I'm just saying when he would. In other words, he would always bring her up, and I thought, oh, that's sweet. He's always thinking about her. That's cute.
If you see somebody with a podcast and they woman or wife is on the podcast, that's a red flag. That is a sign for help. See, if you handle your relationship proper, when your woman wants to come to your job, especially a podcast, something that they obviously don't respect because you want to come with me. I don't know what the fuck you want to come with me for, and I'm going on the motherfucking podcast. You ain't shit. You think they want to see you? I'm the only one that want to see you. I don't need you on the podcast with me. If you my woman, look, I'm not saying 1,000% every time. Most of the time when your homeboy got his woman with him at the nightclub, chances are that's a bad sign. Why she with you at the nightclub?
Man, my girl do everything together.
Right.
Our relationship, no.
If I look on your Facebook and I see two people hugged up, that's a bad sign.
Why? Just because it's different from your get down?
It ain't just cause it's different from my get down. Why the fuck is your significant other on your Facebook? I have been to funerals and the bitch was on the motherfucking, what is it? The
obituary.
Obituary.
Ain't no,
with a nigga.
Hey, Ronnie.
Ain't no bitch.
It wasn't a picture of the nigga. It was a picture of the bitch hugged up with him. In death, this bitch tried to run him.
She didn't make it, though.
An obituary ain't no place for a bitch.
His family.
Say that again.
Ain't no bitches on no obituary. No obituary is